Dicks. Dicks and balls. Balls and dicks. Dicks and balls. Dicks and balls and balls and dicks and 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 dicks and dicks and balls and dicks and dicks and dicks and balls and dicks. Balls. 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 Balls, cheeks, balls, cheeks, balls, cheeks, balls, cheeks. Got that body odor. Got that body odor. Michael Dukakis. 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 You got constipation. I have constipation. That shit. That shit. Night attack. Hells yeah! OMG, WTF, LOL, BBQ, beautiful people. It's Tuesday night. I'm alive right here in Austin, Texas. Joined at the hip all the way across the country by my other appendage, Mr. Justin Robert Young. What is going on, Professor J.R. Way? Whoa. Are you there? Are you there?
Yeah, dude, what's going on?
Oh, jeez. Hey, man, I'm home, and I ain't dancing. I ain't shimmying. I ain't shaking. I ain't juggling babies. I ain't winning the winter movie draft. I ain't got nothing going on tonight. I'm finally back where I belong, trapped in the left hemisphere of this two-part brain we call Night Attack.
Nice, dude.
Cool story, Brian.
Cool.
What about you, man? Is your craziness ended?
Yeah, I don't know. It's a constant. It's a spectrum, a continuum of craziness.
Well, hold on. On the spectrum of insanity, of crazy scheduling, where are you on a scale from Asperger's to Rain Man?
I assume, of course, you mean Rayman, the video game.
Yeah, no,
character.
Rayman Legends specifically, the
Rayman,
multiplayer
on a
4-player
scale
extravaganza on the PS4. Yeah,
from Asperger's, the autism scale, to Rayman Legends.
Yep.
I am halfway through Geraldine Ferraro's diary.
Oh man, dude, that's great though. She really pulled it.
And by the
together
way,
after
it takes
that
a
crippling
real
loss.
twist in the second act. I'm not going to spoil it, but
I really wish you would. I really wish you would. Dude, it's okay, so we've talked about how, I don't know, it's just weird being on the road. Both of us being on the road, and Night Attack being this kind of like, oh wait,
bound the road.
Exactly. And I don't know, it feels to me pretty freaking rad to be back where we belong. I feel like for the first time in a long time, we don't have an agenda. We don't have a place to go. We got
In fact,
2
we have
hours.
no agenda. We should rename the podcast that.
All right, you want to chat about those guys?
No, not
Okay.
really.
Okay, all right. All right. Then wait, what should we talk about, sir?
I don't know, man. It's just stuff. Everything's, things are happening. There's things. We had Dr. Kiki on tonight. That's going to be fun.
Yep, nope, she'll be great. We'll also get a chance to chat about we did the movie draft last night. We'll talk about where we're headed on that for the winter movie draft.
You got the big fish.
Yeah.
You were playing coy. You were like the Kaiser Soze of this entire affair.
What do you mean?
It all
What?
came down to me and Tom arguing about how we were going to split Star Wars, and we're all making our cases, and there's old Verbal Kent sitting in the back corner, biding his time until eventually he can bring home Star Wars.
I didn't expect it at all. I figured my job was just to help blow up Star Wars to a suitable level, and then I'm like, in my mind, I thought for sure Star Wars was going to go for like 60%, $100 and 60% of gross, maybe 55% of gross. But then I'm like, okay, we're all pretending like it won't go, for half its value. And so let's get it halfway up there. And then I go to 75 and then it's dead silence. And I'm like, wait, what?
And then before I know it, I'm not going to say it's far from a lock, but I will say if Star Wars outperforms expectations, then it's pretty much a lock, right?
Well, the issue is you have no idea where the expectations are.
Right.
Right. Like you don't know whether or not Star Wars is going to make $1 billion or $650 million, right? Like, so that's kind of the big issue. You're going to win. I mean, it's just enough. I'm sick of I've never rooted harder for Star Wars to be a terrible movie in December. Like, I got a lot invested in this, but I would really be happy is if
Let's go prequels.
I would really, yeah. I hope it opens up and it's just more negotiations. It's not even everything that's been in the trailer so far happens in a movie that is the first 2 minutes of Star Wars Episode 7. They turn it off and it's just a full C-SPAN 2 hours of more Trade Federation negotiations.
And they're all like, it's the best of all the non-original movies. Woo!
I don't know, but that BB-8 though, man.
Dude, you want to talk about BB-8?
He's so endearing. With
So
these
what's amazing
baby
to
robot
me
noises
is that the Sphero company that went to Disney and were like, hey, that robot you got, we could do it for real. Full disclosure, I participated in their campaign to get the word out. But it's amazing to me what a difference it makes when you have a character and a property associated with a little rolling basketball, with a head on top.
Yeah.
Like by itself, it was not very inspiring. But then with the Star Wars universe tied behind it, everyone fell in love with that thing.
Yeah, completely different.
Yeah. I have a problem, Justin.
What's going on, man?
So you know how like Job is kind of like a joke. He's the punchline of
Arrested
magic.
Wait. Let me
Okay,
just
all right.
tell you this story. All right.
God damn it. Okay, all right.
Your home is becoming Sky Mall
I-
very
I-
slowly.
All right. Can we talk about this?
Sure.
Okay. So Justin, I don't think I've told you what's going on, but on the list of things,
I'll tell you what's going on.
All right, stop.
Clunk, clunk.
Justin, on the list of things that Job Bluth does that lets you know he's a douchebag, what are the standout characteristics that really show off what an asshat he is? Like it's code for like this dude is not somebody to be respected.
Probably the segue.
God damn it. So there's okay.
Agreed.
So there. God damn it.
Brian, click the link in the chat. Show everybody what you receive.
Okay. So the fine folks over at oxboard.eu.
So wait, did you get the hoverboard? I mean, but like that, the Segway is a piece of shit, right? That everybody hates and thinks are filled with Satan's dicks. But the hoverboard, that's what all the kids are into.
Right.
This is
Exactly.
the-
Okay. Well, they sent me one. And I did not.
Is this a
I think this
Is
this
not
might
the exact brand?
no. This is a different brand, but this is
They're calling it. This is effectively what everybody's into. This is going to be one of the things that's really
I
big
can't
during
believe
Christmas.
you.
Is these little hoverboard things?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I believe the one they gave me, yeah, there we go. It's
Here
the
we go.
rollerboard is the one that they gave me. And what's funny is I got it like a month ago, and just my schedule was so crazy. I didn't have time to play with it at all. And then I go out for Dance Showdown, and I think this is something I can share. But I go out there, and Dietrich, the host of the show and one of the judges, loves his. He comes. It's like after every shoot ends, he comes standing. It's like the doctors from freaking Buffy the Vampire Slayer. He comes floating in on a cloud, and with a giant grin on his face, like ah. And I was like, oh man, I gotta try this. He's like, yeah, there's crappier ones, but this one's really good. It goes really fast. And then I was like, oh man, I wonder if that's the same one I got. And then I came home, and then I was like, oh crap, that is the one I got. Maybe I should open up this box and try it.
And it's nonstop.
God damn it.
It's
Yeah,
nonstop.
Oh
Yesterday,
my god!
I was editing Cord Killers, and he was over my shoulder, just going in and out of the office on the hoverboard.
yes.
Carrying the baby around. I made him put a
Bonnie,
helmet
Bonnie
on
was
her.
not a fan of me picking up the child and floating the child around.
She
on the hovercraft.
loved it. And then I remembered my dad would throw me on the back of his motorcycle, and I'm like, I guess this is kind of the same thing with like an adult helmet. Like, yeah, sure, you're wearing a helmet. So at least she had a helmet that fit.
Yeah. So anyway, I'm freaking. If there was any doubt about it, I have totally and completely become Job from.
No, but this is my
No, but
light.
this is a cool thing. In fact, you are uncool for not knowing the difference between this and a Segway.
Well,
okay, well you're telling me because like last night, like I see Brian like, he's just like, and he's just got this shit-eating grin, man. I mean, he's just like, yeah, he loves it, right? It's so much fun. It's like the joy is all over his face, and then I'm just like, man, he just.
Yeah.
looks
By the
like-
way, why are you too chicken to get on it, Bonnie?
What?
Why don't you jump on that?
Oh,
that-
he comes like. Okay, after 5 o'clock, I'm brain dead, so I'm not gonna get on anything where I could like potentially bust out my teeth on it. So, like, look at this guy; he's falling.
Yeah, but he's having a good time. You
Well,
could
he
be
did.
having a good time.
there is a learning curve to it, I assume. But
Right.
like these things are
Learning-
super rad.
Learning
Like,
curve for me needs to happen before I'm exhausted from raising 3 children. So, like, first thing in the morning, yeah.
So it's got to be like 6 a.m. I got to wake you up by floating and
Oh yeah.
jazzing around on my mini Segway, my
But then,
standalone
like,
Segway.
So I'm watching Brian like zip around. And, I mean, he's having fun. I'm like, okay, I can't. And actually, I can't wait to try it. But I'm gonna do it responsibly because I did nearly see Brian bust his teeth out on it. So
Maybe okay.
like the first time he tried it, a long time ago.
All right.
So then he's like got it down pat now. So he's just floating around the house, and he's like 3 inches taller, which I'm not
gonna lie. That's the definite
kind of
benefit
fun.
is that I love feeling tall as
Yeah.
I
Okay,
float around
So
everywhere.
this is just all about like basically this is just somebody gave you platform shoes.
Yes. No, that alone would be enough. If I could bounce around on prosthetics that bounced about, then I'd be happy.
And then he's up here doing a video shoot, and he's shouting into a megaphone at 11.
No, Bonnie, stop.
o'clock at night.
Jesus, this is not the dump on Brian hour.
No.
Or maybe it is.
It is.
Maybe that's what it's always
Let's
been.
talk about your hair.
Yeah, God
no,
damn it.
no. And then I'm like going.
Just give me a
"Man,
call when you guys are done. I'll be
God damn, no, right? Okay, can we move on?
it's a
God
funny
damn it, you chased off
story."
Justin.
Oh.
Really?
Yeah. So anyway, I'm rolling around on a mini Segway. I'm a big douchebag. I am enjoying the hell out of it since I actually have time off from the road. Today I ran off and I shot a thing for Zagat. Did you know? First of all, did you know that there's Zagat, not Zagat?
No. I mean that's not fun.
Yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of things you can rhyme with Zagat, but I mean, I guess there's really only one thing. But there's nothing you can rhyme with Zagat.
I know, yeah, there is only one.
Except for
Dagny
maybe-
Taggart,
except for-
the heroine of Atlas Shrugged.
No, that's true. Maybe Zagat you could rhyme with Sagat from Street Fighter 2. So
Yeah,
it's about even.
Robot.
sure. Yeah, you could do that. Him and Vega.
Vega and M. Bison and all of the above. Geez. Hey man, where do you want to go? What kind of pacing? Because we had talked about things to do with the fabulous Dr. Kirsten Stanford. Kirsten, I don't know Kiki's real name.
It's up there right in
I'm
front
just
of you.
gonna roll with Kiki. That's why
Kirsten.
I'm just
Kirsten.
it's that
Kirsten.
Kiki. That's
I want to
it.
say Kirsten, but it's Kirsten. Kirsten. You guide us, man. I hand you the reins at this point. I will go anywhere you take us, sir.
Well, how about this? We got Kiki coming on. We had a great time in the pre-show, which of course you can get on, if you're a patron of the show. So let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. Patreon.com/Night Attack. It's where you go to support the show. It's a fun place. If you go there, listen, I'm not going to promise anything, but your dick's probably going to get way bigger if you donate to the show.
I mean, unless
If you
you're
don't
a
have dick-
female and you identify as female, then your boobs will get bigger and your vulva will become fluffier.
That's actually not true, Brian. What happens is you get a certificate in the mail where you can gift somebody else's dick that gets bigger.
Right.
Listen, it's just in time for the holidays. A lot of people are saying, what do I get for the man who has everything?
Well, the answer is
How
a
about
fluffier.
a dick certificate?
Well, I was thinking a fluffier vulva, but that's fine. I mean, it's fine either way, right?
Sure. Yes. Yeah. No. I mean, this is 2015, isn't it?
Which is the better gift to give this holiday season? A puffier vagina or puffier nipples?
I would say you'd probably want the puffier nipples.
Why is that?
Because, I mean, why, you don't give up 2 puffy nipples for 1 under the bush.
Bonnie, do you have a take on this?
Guys.
Bonnie
Really?
Bonnie just pulled the equivalent of Mr. Show's "Oh, you men."
Oh, you men. All right, so here we go.
How about puff-eared
Dr. Kiki is
penises?
going to be on the show.
Puffier penises? Hold on, whoa, pause this. Let's talk about some puffier penises. Would you rather have it be more like a tieable animal balloon, or if that made it bigger, or
No, I'm allergic to latex, so let's not go to like tieable.
all right.
Tieable, no.
Okay, let me give a call to Dr. Kiki and see if we can get her on the line. And we press the button. And by the way, thank you to all of our fabulous patrons at patreon.com/Night Attack. Nearly 2,000 of you beautiful, beautiful people making our dreams come true and allowing us to carve out every Tuesday night just for you guys. And Dr. Kiki has come to her senses, and she is not answering the phone. She suddenly realized what show she was booked on and realized she'd rather be alone.
Busting out those mad rhymes.
So we had a thing earlier in the pre-show, which this whole thing started with, you can get it earlier on Patreon. We had a video that kind of made us want to bring back an idea that we've had forever, which is what are you watching? We usually sub in the name for anybody that's going to watch it, because this is, again, Brian, a show that depends a lot on podcast audio only listeners.
Yeah.
We very often kind of have, because we are a live stream that became a podcast, a lot of visual elements that we try to do our best to stop and explain. Sometimes the art of that explanation is its own reward, and we have a video that is very, very visual that we want to have a good explanation for.
That is absolutely
none other
correct.
than science professional and all-around sweetheart, Dr. Kiki is here on the show. Welcome.
Dr. Kiki, how have you been?
I've been good.
Awesome. So how is motherhood treating you?
Oh, it's fabulous. It has its highs and its lows and its incredibly gross moments and those incredibly wonderful, awe-inspiring
You know what's funny
moments.
is I
It's
heard
good.
it's got its hives and its blows, and it's like it's got all the disasters that come with being a mother. Dude, how old is the critter?
My little critter is 4.5, and
That's
he's very
insane.
excited about that. He asks me all the time now. He says, "Mommy, is 4.5 more than 3?"
Just double checking his work, man. That's good
That's right.
science.
It's been scienced.
All right.
He came up with something pretty awesome this morning because of the discovery of water on Mars. He decided that to keep the water on Mars, we needed to get it an atmosphere, a bigger atmosphere, a denser atmosphere. And so we needed to somehow speed up the interior of Mars. And so we need to send a spaceship to Mars and give Mars a magnetic field. That's
This is what your 4.5-year-old
Yes.
came up with?
Yes.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds like you've got private school in your future. Yay! Start saving now.
I know,
Public
right?
school ain't gonna cut it.
Jeez, Bonnie.
Sorry,
Bonnie
too
just
real.
opened up a trunk and unloaded her baggage right here on the show.
Right there.
Jesus.
Right there.
Sorry.
Here, I'm going to dump. There you go.
All right, so Justin, you want to set up which clip am I loading up here? Because I don't know if you're familiar with the Dr. Kiki, but we want you to describe for all the fine people listening to the audio-only portion of this podcast some of the delightful visual elements here. Justin, which one did you want me to load up?
Well, I don't know how to explain it without giving it away.
Well, we've got this one.
No.
Okay.
The one that
The one
was
with a lot of
all
people.
visuals.
Yeah. Okay. Right on. Then let me.
So this is a video that would play terribly in audio because it doesn't really
Okay.
have even a whole lot of sound to it. It is almost silent, if not maybe a spare musical background. But what we want is somebody for whom education is not only a passion, it is a profession. You are fantastic at communicating complex concepts to all ages and experience levels. So we're just going to play this and pause periodically. Don't talk your way through it. Wait until we ask you, and then you'll go ahead and explain what you've seen up to that point. This is What is Kiki Watching?
All right, here we go. Dr. Kiki, please hold off a few seconds and take a look. Just digest the following and get ready to explain all right, here we go. Dr. Kiki, so far, what are you watching?
Naked people humping strange objects in strange places.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Okay, all right. Let's keep it going.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Let's take another look. Now we've got... And Dr. Kiki, what are you seeing?
Rhythmic pelvic movements,
It's pretty
bare
good.
backs.
Okay, so Brian,
Ooh.
let it go a little longer
like-
this time.
Hold on.
Okay.
I heard an involuntary squeal of scientific delight from Dr. Kiki. Ooh, what is this?
I was just thinking it looks like Swan Lake. I don't know.
More like Skank Lake.
Skank Lake.
All right, so what are we looking at right now?
What are we looking at right now? Oh, naked waterfall.
All right, right on. A waterfall of man
Oh,
ass
damn it.
is good.
Damn it. It's nakedness.
Oh,
damn it.
Damn it. I see what you did there.
Damn it.
Has anyone...
All right, well, Kiki, set the scene. Obviously, I think that we kind of understand there is a lot of nudity here. Where is the nudity?
The nudity is artistically placed everywhere.
A lot of butts. That's
It's a
what you
lot
get
of
next.
butts filling
If you were to
spaces.
assign it to a metaphor, maybe something that people would see on a regular basis, how would you describe the scattering of this nudity?
Oh, it's like fruit flies congregating on rotted fruit.
All right, Brian, keep it going.
All right.
Excellent.
Here, hold on. Let me jump this ahead. There we go. And we get
Now I
past...
just imagine them all as fruit flies.
Oh, man, I really wish you hadn't
All right,
put
here we
that...
go. Pause it here.
I really wish you hadn't put that image in my mind because now I just see them as all fruit flies.
Yeah.
All right, here, Kiki, how would you describe this scene compared to the previous scenes?
This is more like pump up the jams, pump it up while the beat is pumping and the jams are thumping.
Fair enough. And
Come on, move your body.
By the way, pump up the jams is, of course, scientific code for hump the banister on top of an apartment building
With black socks on.
with black socks.
Is this that? Oh, yeah.
So this, do you think? Okay, here, go back one frame here, Brian.
Yeah, sure.
Is that like
Kiki,
Versailles or something?
where would you say this scene was shot?
It's either in the Louvre, the Versailles. It's in some really old place.
Do you
With
think that they all
stone.
gave the suggested donation, or did they? Kind of fuck it?
I mean, I would hope they would kick in a little extra. I mean,
This has got to be someplace in Italy.
what is it about Italy that makes you think that thousands of men humping everything is okay? This one cannot be real.
I can't believe that would be right.
Kiki, so what are you seeing here now?
It's like birds on the clock tower. Wow,
Except-
but they're naked people all over the clock tower. Wow, that's the radio BBC tower, wasn't that? That last one, the round one?
I believe you. You're going to be the expert, the scientific expert. Yeah, this is, if you go to humpingpact.com, HUMPING.
Well, let's go on a little scientific
In fact,
experiment, and let's just go to
let's go find out.
humpingpact.com and
Where's-
see what this whole thing is about.
Would you like to hear their mission statement?
Yes, I would.
This is an excerpt. The choice of humping in this case is dictated by the need of persistent meditation on transcending the futility of dedicated simulation. In other words, the energy is channeled from the space through our bodies into the screen only if we suspend the pre-climax condition that never realizes itself in the orgasm.
Are these all dudes?
I believe it's 2 people who do this. And
Wait.
then
And
they
then they just-
mesh themselves
yes.
together in the video.
Well, that's not fair.
I thought it
That's-
looked like the same people.
Though it could be like a volunteer thing.
Now I'm confused because I thought some of them were
They
hot.
all look very alike.
As a scientist, I really, really can't abide art speak. So many words saying nothing.
Wait, so yeah, so do you have like a latent anger against projects like these? Where it's like, would you just speak English?
Oh, the project is fine. That's great. Go do that. Let people get what they want from it. But the artistic description of what they're doing, it's like they just did a random word generator.
Okay, so let's do this.
Oh,
Let's
yeah, here we go.
all right, let's talk about this. Let's talk about an alternate reality when fundamental tenets of what we now consider mainstream science had to be expressed in art speak.
oh, jeez.
If Newton needed to express his simple theory of gravity or of motion, your pick, in art speak, what is the kind of horseshit he would say in order to get a grant?
The kind of horseshit that would be spewed by Newton. Good gracious. I can't even begin to go there.
I mean,
Do you have an idea? Something,
Sure.
something
Here,
just-
how about this? I want people in the chat room right now.
Yeah.
Give us scientific discoveries, and then randomly I'll pick them, and I will describe them in art speak to Kiki. Kiki, so
We'll see if
these are
she's
all
able to
things that
figure
you
out
know.
which thing you're trying to communicate. No, this
What's
is
being
fantastic. This is a great idea. Here we go. In fact, let me go ahead and
So, guys, I just need, I just need scientific breakthroughs.
all right, there's a few in the chat right now, Justin. Why don't you pick one of the following, and I want you to give it to us, and then we'll see if Dr. Kiki is able to understand your art speak.
All right.
Okay. All right, here we go.
I'm getting ready.
All right. The whooshing of true movement, combining both the closeness and separation in an electric dance of celestial proportions.
That's it.
Yes.
I would have used unity and variety in there. Those
The
are some
whooshing
some
of
art-
Yeah,
true
go home,
movement.
Artie.
I'm done.
What? Oh no, Bunny! No!
We lost a Bonnie.
Oh,
Oh
Bonnie.
no.
Oh, she's calling it. All right. So what is it?
Let's see. Gravity? Theory of gravity? No.
Close. It is the concept of
Or-
the Earth moving around the sun.
The
Heliocentric
Earth moving
motion.
around the sun. That's where we go.
Heliocentric motion.
I was thinking something to do with celestial objects.
Oh, for one. Oh,
Oh,
for
for
one,
one.
Kiki.
All right. You got a bunch to pick from. Do you want to go through the back catalog, or you want me to show you the list again, Justin?
Well, here, let's just go ahead and the wheel. Let's spin the wheel of science. The wheel of science in the chat room. Just go ahead. The
Lincoln assassination.
is not a scientific principle.
That's not science. I mean, maybe there's vector physics, but I don't know.
Victor, Jesus, Dr. Kiki. 6 separate Tyrannus.
All right. Here we go. The true diversion of unity, for which form begets slight differential of form as selected by competition amongst diversity for the unity.
Is this the concept of natural selection? Theory of evolution?
Oh!
Natural selection?
Well done. That's one for Dr. Kiki. That's one for
one!
anti-science. Okay. I feel like we got one more in us. Justin.
Ryan, do you want to try the tiebreaker here?
Yeah. All right. I'll give a try to this. Jeez, Louise. I'm looking at these. These are difficult. Okay. Nope. Premature.
I win!
No. All right, here we go. As life itself springs eternal, so too does this, the most eloquent and visceral of liquefaction. Yea, upon which we shall build a foundation that flows like time itself. Please give me $250,000.
Wow.
Where did you get the yay from? Like you're reading it from parchment.
Listen, like you roll with whatever you have.
Bring out your dead. I would say, let's see, liquefaction. That's the part that's throwing me. Is this the water on Mars? Bit? No. Unity.
2 out of 3 grants have been granted. Congratulations, Dr. Kiki. Very well done.
Oh, that was rough.
Hey, can we talk about some? This is a science story I feel like fits on this show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you seen the conspiracy theories that this water on Mars announcement was timed for The Martian this week, and that Ridley Scott is like playing into it, saying that he knew that this was coming down the pike months ago.
All right, somebody find me this theory because I have not. I haven't seen heard
that
this at all.
I haven't seen that. But what I think immediately is that if this is true, if there was some timing, I think it's so that NASA could actually take the piss out of The Martian because it adds one more level of inaccuracy to the story. Because if there's water,
wait,
this salty
are you
water
two
on
here?
Mars, there would be the potential for him to possibly be able to harvest it, and so he would not run out of water, which was one of his worries.
Are you not a fan of The Martian, or are you just saying that?
No, I love The Martian. I think it's great, but
Okay.
I think that for the information that that the author had, that Weir had when he was writing it, there wasn't water on Mars at that time.
The chat room's own Ben Franklin saying Mark Watney can't melt steel beams. You want to comment on that? Okay.
So I found 2 conspiracy theories about this.
Okay.
Rush Limbaugh dismissed the announcement, saying the agency was falsifying data and promoting claims about climate change.
Oh, Rush Limbaugh can kiss my ass.
That's consent. Consent, Rush Limbaugh. You heard it.
The other
Show up anytime, day or night.
The other is about The Martian, that it came a few days before The Martian release. NASA denied that it scheduled the announcement to coincide with the movie release to Yahoo News. Still following the announcement, the publicity team for the film on Twitter, referring to the film's protagonist, said, "Good news for mankind, great news for Watney."
Man,
Watney would have survived.
Yeah.
He would
NASA
survive more
spokesperson
easily.
Venkat Kapoor said, "No, I'm sorry, I can't do a Venkat Kapoor impression." But yeah.
All right. On Monday, Ridley Scott, who directed The Martian, told Yahoo Movies, "I knew that months ago," referring to the water discovery.
What?
Though he apparently meant the presence of glaciers on the planet, which scientists had previously detected.
Yeah. So there is water
I mean, like,
trapped
if
in
you are
ice
so
form
let's
on the planet. Sure. Yes.
let's indulge the
It's
conspiracy
liquid water.
for a
That's the
second.
big deal.
Can we
Indulge.
let's indulge it.
Sure.
This is something that like it's not like this shit happened on Saturday and NASA's like, "Whoa, what's up with these pictures, bro? We gotta call a press conference," right? Like this is something that is probably months in the making. They probably had good strong hunches on this, probably even a year ago, and now they this is the Martian movie. Bring Watney a straw.
That's amazing, dude. Very well played. Good job on the social team.
That's pretty good.
So.
Yeah.
If let's say that NASA is excited by the idea of the Martian and that it brings
are.
an excitement to the program and space exploration in general, and they're looking at like, well, do we want to announce it now or 2 weeks ago or 2 weeks from now? And they were like, I mean, if we were going to, might as well do it the week that everybody, that mainstream press is looking for things to write about NASA and Mars. Like, it's not crazy on the grand scale.
I mean,
of
like,
conspiracy
okay,
theories.
look, you get a bureaucrat that says, "Hey, we got some news. When's the best day to deliver it?" And they're like, "Well, I don't know, sometime in the next month, I guess. I'm just gonna pick a day. How about, I don't know, this day?" They're like, "Well, you realize that's just before the Martian." I can see somebody saying like, "Oh, that'd be cool." Yeah.
Can I say something here though? It
Yeah,
has
sure.
to do with when the study is published. So the journal that it gets published in has a release date. I mean, maybe they timed the release date for coincidence
That's
with
right, we
the
talked about
Martian.
that.
like
on
this
Weird
is
Things
like,
on
like
Sunday.
this is a
But they
journal,
did
not
the
a
press
Snapchat,
conference
man.
so
Like
that-
they only come out once every so often.
Like once a month.
Yeah, I don't know though. I could see. I guess in general, I mean, you know about the scientific world better than we do. Like if you've got something like this, you don't even pause to think about like what movies are coming out by the time it publishes. You're like, just get it out as fast as you can, right?
Get it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So most likely the researchers, they had the data, they got it, they wrote a paper, they got that paper accepted, and the journal said, this is your embargo, the date that this study is going to be released and published. And so NASA went, that's when we get to throw a press conference. And everyone went, oh, huzzah. It coincides with the Martian.
So J.C. Calhoun says that NASA is using the Martian for publicity. End of story. I don't know that NASA's that savvy in that regard. I think NASA just wants to do their NASA thing, and the Martian just happens to be a movie about them being heroes at the right time when they happen to have their monthly announcement of something amazing, which is all NASA does at any given time.
And it seems like, I mean, we've got these robots on Mars and we've got orbiters around Mars, and we're kind of getting information about Mars that requires a press conference from NASA once every couple of months now. So the fact that these things kind of hit together, synchronicity, it's just synchronicity, I think. But you guys, go ahead, fine, continue to have your weird conspiracy beliefs if you want. Think what you want.
I mean, if the conspiracy theory is that my theory is that the Martian's going to be freaking amazing this Friday and I've already bought my tickets, then fine, yes.
Be amazing.
Mark me down. I'll sign up for your newsletter. Go to Infowars.com/The Martian's Awesome to see my latest post.
I do like the idea that like at NASA PR that they're like, oh man, we have a really great scientific discovery, and then there's one like super cool dude with like his feet up on his desk, and he like kind of wakes up and he has sunglasses on, and he's like, yeah, I got it. And he's like, what do you mean? Like we have to get it published in a journal. Don't worry, it's gonna come out this week. And they're like, but I don't know if it'll be ready. Calm down, Poindexter. Let a pro do the goddamn work. We're going to do it. Hold on, let me call my friend Matt Damon. Hey, what's up, Matt? And he's like,
That's
yeah,
right. There
man,
you
you
go.
want to falsify some data so we can plug my movie? Yeah, bro, totally in on it. Click. Next thing you know, we're all here talking about how Mars sprung a leak and everybody has to go to fucking Fandango to buy a Martian ticket. This is an absolute inside job perpetrated by Matt Damon on the scientific public and Martians in general. No justice, no peace.
You are pretty convincing. Wow.
I'm totally believing it.
La, 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 la. If I could stick my fingers in my ears, I would.
By the way, this is the. This is I talked to Justin about this before in the pre-show, but I finally found it. The comic that shows the moon saying, "Look, everyone, why am I red? Am I Mars? Not me, it's the moon. LOL. Who'd want to be big stupid Mars?" And Mars is crying, and then the headline reads, "NASA confirms liquid flowing water on Mars." Okay, so what is the number one scientific thing that we should be super stoked about that we're not properly stoked about right now, Dr. Kiki?
The number one.
I feel like all of us are
scientific
science
thing.
enthusiasting wrong. I feel like we should all love something more than we already love it.
Oh no! I mean, science is cool. There's all sorts of crazy, cool future stuff happening right now. The
Yeah,
future is now. It's amazing. I mean, there are weird electrode caps you can wear to stimulate your brain, and
Where are they? Where are they? Hold on. We definitely bought one.
you definitely bought one.
Okay, this is
Use it with care.
okay. So
Careful.
people didn't want to wear this. This is the Think. We bought it for weird things, but I don't mind getting into it right now.
Wait, is this dangerous?
Yeah, well, that's what I'm asking. That's what I want to know is whether or not this thing it's electrodes that blast electricity through your brain
Right.
and make you feel either calm or electrified. Should we feel bad about it?
Well,
Wait, is this horseshit?
no, you should try it.
Wait, I didn't know. I didn't know that we got this. This is something that we talked about months ago on Weird Things.
Yeah, it came, and I didn't see it until yesterday. And I was almost trying to get us to do it on a random live stream for the Bizarre Briefing last night, but we didn't do it. But we've got one that says energy, one that says calm, and we have a test subject. One, Bryce Neshcom Castillo has said
I did say on Weird Things that I would attempt to use
we can
this.
electrify his brain.
Yeah. Should we do the energy or the calm?
Okay, well, I don't want to tell you
Oh,
which
hold on.
one.
Wait a
it
minute.
is.
or-
Kiki, is this bullshit? Because when we first saw it, we were like, "This is bullshit," and we bought it as kind of almost a lark, like to see whether or not it worked. It apparently, according to them, has some sort of legitimacy in terms of scientific testing. But from your understanding of these things, is this quackery?
It's not complete quackery. I mean, we don't really.
That's a ringing endorsement from
Yeah.
Dr.
Yeah.
Kiki
Hold on.
Sanford.
So it's
If you
I mean,
were
it's
to
just- it-
illustrate its legitimacy in
Yeah.
volume of you saying the word quack like a duck, with a very loud quack being this is total bullshit and a very small quack being it might have some questions, how loud would your quack be?
Quack?
Pretty small
Fairly
quack.
legitimate. Okay, go
Pretty small
ahead.
quack. All right, so you guys are going to pick one at random for me to try on?
Yeah,
Do you wanna do this
I don't
now?
want to tell you which one it is, whether it's
I can-
energy or calm,
I'll
and we'll
look
just
away,
zap
I
your
guess.
brain for a
Great.
few minutes.
This is
and-
fantastic.
I mean, is
Yeah.
that
So I mean, so the way it works is it does it zaps your brain, but it's a very low amount of electricity that it pumps in. But the idea is that it's focused in a particular area of the brain to stimulate a very specific part of your brain. So,
okay?
like
look
like the
away,
prefrontal
Bryce.
cortex.
Justin, do you want this one, or do you want this one?
I think the first one.
Okay.
Kiki. So wait, like, so there is certain legitimacy to, like, if somebody has, like, you know, their brain open in surgery and people are like poking certain elements of it, there are definite reactions to
And
that, right?
there's definitely research that has been done with electrodes on the outside of the head to people who are not undergoing surgery, showing
Yeah.
that you can do this. It's called transcranial direct current stimulation, TDCS, what it's called, TDCS,
All right.
transcranial direct current stimulation, and yeah.
like how much you're laughing.
So the question is, there's not a lot of research yet, so we don't really know exactly what the benefits are or the long-term consequences.
Consequences. What are some consequences? Also, come over here.
From your perspective, is this application of it on a consumer level? Is that not appropriate? Like, should this not be out, or is it almost ineffectual because it's going to be so safe it might not have effects?
Well, this is like it's like an energy drink or supplements or like, all these things that are not regulated by the FDA. So it's questionable. We don't really
But
know.
at least like an energy drink has sugar in it. Like, and we do know that sugar makes you hyper.
Yeah, but then the stuff like guarana or the
taurine
B
or whatever.
vitamins or all the other additives that they put in those energy drinks. What do all those things do, and what do they do in combination? And what are if you're taking other drugs and supplements, what are the interactions between them? There are all these like kind of considerations that should be considered. But there is a very large community of people who it's called the DIY TDCS community. So a large community of people who have been hacking together devices, making their own, sticking them on their heads, zapping themselves, and basically doing at-home testing of themselves.
Okay, so Bryce right now, for everybody listening,
It's stuck on my head.
now has this on his head. It is a device that is blinking like he's 7 of 9's kid brother.
There is an app. I have to load the Think app. And for some reason it looks like sign in.
And it's broken.
No,
Just
it's fine. It's fine. When's your birthday?
Kiki,
What's
in
your
your
birthday?
educated
What year?
opinion,
1990.
do you think this will work? This will have an effect.
It's possible.
Yeah, it's science talk. Classic scientist.
Possible. It is. That's
Okay,
it's my version of
now
art
state
speak.
your opinion in the form of an art explanation.
Non-committal.
Yeah, give us an
I
art.
like this experiment. That's what I.
It says here. Oh man, is it not?
Does it need a battery?
Yeah, it's not flashing anymore.
Oh man, I broke it.
Crap! Doggone it. We're gonna have to go find there's a battery downstairs if you want to go
batteries.
grab
What
a
type
battery.
of battery?
Well, I'm sorry, there's not a battery. I mean, there's a USB micro USB connector charger. If you want to go grab, I'm sending down a literal
into somebody.
organic cyborg unit downstairs to go fetch a power adapter.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Micro.
wrote an article for Boing Boing once about this brain stimulation, and there was research that showed that it could work that a 20-minute session of this stimulation could work as well as a cup of coffee, and actually even better to energize you than a cup of coffee. So if you don't like the side effects of coffee, then maybe something like zapping your brain with electricity is a better option.
You can strap this thing on your head, and by the electric current that it shoots into your brain, it can have a similar effect to what caffeine gives you in terms of speeding things up and bringing a different sense of understanding.
I mean, is there? I have to assume that they've done like double-blinded tests and that they know the difference. It's like the one that says it's supposed to calms you down versus the one that is supposed to pumps you up, right?
I would guess that the people who have designed this that they have specifically, that they've put it on their heads. They've done lots of testing and they've created it. I mean, that's what you hope, right?
One would think.
I mean, you're trusting this company with your brain.
So, I mean, I would ask. I'm almost hesitant to ask if there's ever been a consumer product like this that all of a sudden has turned out to be a really, really bad idea. But I'm thinking of like all of the like when electricity was new. It's like use this and zap your whatevers. Your nipples. It'll give you puffy nipples.
Exactly. Or it's like having cocaine and Coca-Cola.
Yeah, sure.
So wait, so what would be, all right, if let's say with your knowledge of this subject, you could project the worst possible outcome. What's the worst possible thing in what you are screwing with that could happen to you using one of these devices?
Since it is a very low frequency, a low power device, like it's not a lot of electricity that it is sending into your brain, you may end up with a headache. So with this
Okay, but
device,
let's say
the
maybe
downside might be a headache.
Okay, all right,
maybe miscalibrated or malfunctioning. If it was more electricity, what kind of damage could you be doing to your brain?
Okay.
Well, you could. I mean, you could affect memory. So if it's a much higher amount of electricity, it could end up like wiping your memory, giving you amnesia.
By the way, we have attached the Neshcom unit to the laptop where it's now receiving a charge. And here, let me go. We're gonna sign in, I guess, on Google. It says turn on our Think module. We have glowing lights, so I assume everything's okay.
All right, here we go. Neshcom,
Yes.
how do you feel now? How would you state your state of mind right now?
I am I'm in a pretty moderate mood. I've had a drink, so I'm a little loose.
All right, we have choices. We can
Okay.
do guided energy with audio, which is 15 minutes. We have alert, which is labeled as medium, and we have go, which is labeled as intense.
Okay, so Brian is now selecting one of them. Without
I'll let you
Bryce
guess which
it
one
is.
I selected. Do you feel anything?
No.
Okay, right on.
Okay,
It's
and
maybe
again,
a little warm, maybe,
A
but
little warm.
maybe.
You feel the power flow.
so let me
flowing through your brain?
Bryce, I'm going to ask you the same questions.
Okay.
All right. What's your name?
Bryce Castillo.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how energetic do you feel?
About a 7.5.
Okay. All right. So now we're going to let it take its course, and periodically we'll ask you questions just to make sure that that we do our. Because again, we have Kiki here. We are dedicated to science on this show.
As everybody knows.
Your source for science.
So I have a question. Are you susceptible to fainting?
No.
Okay, good.
That's good. Okay.
Glad we have
It actually
after
says
starting.
on the website if you're susceptible to
That's like-
reflex
that's
syncope
It's like
or
halfway
fainting.
through the roller coaster pauses, and we're like at the top. You're like, "Hey, by the way, are you pregnant?"
Exactly.
No, good. Wow.
All right. So here we go. I'm going to keep asking you the same set of questions. What's your name?
Bryce Castillo.
How energetic do you feel?
About maybe a 7.4. Just a little down, a little bit, just a touch down.
Wait, weren't you at 6 before?
I was at 7.5.
You were at 7.5. Now you're at 7.4.
Yeah.
So you are actually feeling lower.
Just a little bit, just like marginally. So the end result of this is whether I'm supposed to guess whether I've gotten the high energy or the low energy
Right.
pad. Okay.
Right. And do you have a guess?
No, I think it's too early for me to tell.
Man, I don't
It's
know.
been on like less than a minute.
It's really bothering me because it's like I don't know that I'm using the app correctly because it's I keep clicking it and it's like, are you sure you have the right strap turned on? So I wonder if I have to change the placement because you have hair on the temple where I put it.
Oh yeah, the end of this is not on my temple at all.
Oh really? Okay.
My temple is right here.
All right. Well, here I'm gonna move this. Right. Wait for it. Yeah. Okay. There you go. All right. Here, pull
Right.
your hair. Pull your hair back.
Jesus.
Okay, we're fine.
Okay, and now it is.
Yeah.
Kiki, is this something that you would think to buy for yourself?
Me?
I think I would love to try it. I think that would be really cool. Yeah.
So you'd feel safe with it.
I would look into the research and
Yeah,
the
which would
and
you
the
feel
company
safer?
and make sure they've done good safety tests and make sure that it's not something that's dangerous. But I'm actually looking. I found some articles that they've printed on their website, and it looks totally above board.
Looks
And it
fairly
seems as though they're
legit,
not
right?
actually doing direct brain stimulation. What they're doing is they're stimulating a nerve that leads into the brain.
So okay,
Gotcha.
which would you feel
yeah.
safer, attaching this to your brain or being a female riding an Uber? Which is the safer thing to do and better vetted?
Probably attaching this to my brain.
All right.
I feel like I'm feeling something.
Oh, you are?
Yeah.
What do you feel?
Like I feel
Okay,
like there's a tiny current going on.
Yeah,
on.
you should feel a very small.
So here we what's your
Could
name?
feel a very small.
Bryce Castillo.
What's your favorite movie?
Ooh, shit. Blade Runner.
Okay. And what was your number of energy right now, 1 to 10?
Right now, like a 7.8.
Really?
Actually,
You feel like you have
I feel
more
it's going
energy?
up. Yeah.
Okay.
These are the same questions that we're asking over and over again. Same set of questions.
Okay. Do you expect his favorite movie to change? Like maybe after a few more zaps, he's like, you know what, The Matrix is better.
Well, no. It hasn't so far. Every time we've asked him now 3 times, and it's been Blade Runner each time.
Yeah, that's
Correct.
true. That's
right.
true.
Yes.
I'm sure he remembers all those times. Okay, Dr. Kiki, what are you working on these days? Now's as good a time as any for us to get plugs out there. Speaking of plugs,
I'm working on This Week in Science. It's still going strong, talking about science every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Pacific time, live. We use YouTube and Google Hangouts for that. And then it's also a podcast and on YouTube and all that kind of stuff. But then I'm also working, I'm doing freelance writing, and I have a video production company to help scientists tell their stories to the world.
Awesome. Wait, where can people
Yeah.
get in touch with you for that?
Kirsten, Kirsten, at broaderimpacts.tv.
That is awesome, and certainly very, very important work to get the word out in this kind of climate. Dude, that's great. And This Week in Science, you guys got a Patreon or ways to support that?
Yeah, we're using Patreon, just like you guys. So we don't do advertising. We are completely listener suppored.
and that's
Patreon. We don't do
patreon.com/.
advertising either, but that's because we can't handle it because we're not
I
adult.
know, advertising, what?
It's because we're not good at it.
Yeah, no, it's so patreon.com/This Week in Science.
Oh yes,
Oh, yeah, there we are.
Dude,
Hey,
that is amazing.
Bryce, how you feeling, buddy?
Like an 8.
What-
8.0.
Wait. So you feel okay?
Like a
Wait, when you're talking about the change, what is it that you're feeling? Like what is different?
I feel more upbeat. I don't know that I feel more energetic, but my personality feels a little happier, a little more excited.
And you don't think that's just because we're
It could totally be. There's a solid chance you don't know how to use that app.
I love the fact that that's the deciding factor is not whether or not this works, but whether or not Brian can load
Well,
an app.
I think it could just be a total placebo thing. Oh man, am I sweating this off?
Well, that's if you got the up one and not the down one.
yeah,
yeah.
for all you know, I'm calming you down and you don't even know it.
Oh, it could be.
Maybe
You're saying that if you had to choose,
If I had to choose,
picking.
I would say the up one.
Okay, so what's your name?
Bryce Castillo,
What is your favorite movie?
Blade Runner,
Who'd you vote for president?
Barack. Who did I or who will I?
Who did you?
actually,
Last vote for
I kind of
president?
want to hear the other one if that's fine.
Third term. Barack Obama third
Yeah,
term.
okay,
Hashtag
right
third
on.
term.
All right.
And what's your energy level on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'm actually like an 8.5. Like just now, I'm feeling a little more flush.
Really?
You've gone up
Yeah.
a full point.
Yeah.
That's huge.
And I don't know if it's the studio lights, maybe it's nerves or something, but I feel I feel a little.
You feel
little more.
amped up.
A
yeah.
little bit.
Right
Yeah.
on. I wish
It's
there
too
was
bad
more.
we gave you the sleepy one.
No, that's
You're
not true.
a liar. You're a liar. Just kidding.
No,
No, we gave you the up one.
Okay. Yeah.
We're halfway through him going through the energy packet. So that's legit, man. Wow.
Well, and I don't know that it's like pure energy that I'm feeling. I feel panicky a little. I feel sweaty.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it unpleasant?
In this scenario, it is because this is a real sort of low key moment. So
Yeah.
I don't need like aerobics or some sort of
What-
physical activity.
What kind of situation would you want to feel what you're feeling right now?
If I was on the move, if I was on the go a lot, if I had to go a lot of places.
For a second, I thought you were going to say if I was on the moon. If I was on the moon, bouncing around, picking up rocks, I'd want to feel this way.
Maybe, lifting rocks, the gravity's different on the moon.
Yeah, dude, that's amazing.
Interesting.
All right, well, we'll let
And
it.
I've sweated this
It,
thing.
it is interesting. I'm like reading through the website a little bit, and it seems as though I don't know all the details, but it seems as though this energy one might be stimulating your fight or flight response.
Okay, I can definitely see that.
So it'd give you that little pep and go so that you can run away from a predator.
I feel a little more bright-eyed and bushy-tailed right now.
I think it's really, really great because it's also stimulating my diamond time response.
What?
Which is
What is diamond
go ahead
time?
and shout out your projects right here on the Diamond the Diamond Club Reddit right here at the end of Night Attack. We shout out your fun projects. Tinvec writes, seeing as how the Diamond Time submissions are a little light today, I think it's a good time to talk about DCTV Bot. You all know him. Some of you love him, and his snark is available in chat realm any day, whether or not you want it. Apparently, though, that wasn't enough. So he opened up his own Twitter account, DCTV Bot, on Twitter. He's not much of an original tweeter, but if you mention him, he'll be sure to respond to you in classic, random, snarky manner. Somehow, DCTV Bot managed to convince Tanky to make some sweet, sweet profile art, so thank her for her badass styling. That is twitter.com/DCTVbot.
Dude, I'm typing in DCTV bot. What is the size of the moon? And DCTV bot, says he doesn't know how to respond correctly. DCTV bot has APIs that link into Wolfram Alpha and a bunch of other stuff. It's pretty amazing when you just are chatting with the bot.
Well, they're based on commands. So for the moon thing, you would use !Wolfram.
Okay.
And distance between Earth and the moon. You could use !Google to do a Google search, or a wiki to do a wiki search.
Google Brian Brushwood. I wrote Wolfram. That was probably a bad one. So let's go to...
I love the sum of human knowledge in Wolfram Alpha, and it's Google me, please.
Google Brian Brushwood. Here we go. It says here, Brian Brushwood, hacking the system, night school, night attack. Wait, there's a competing bot to DCTV bot?
So the information is actually been ported over to KenBot.
Wait, who's KenBot?
KenBot is the brother to DCTV Bot.
Well, it says, when did we get KenBot?
Tinvec made him so that they could be separate but equal.
But okay,
bots.
let's never use that phrase
Okay,
again.
gotcha.
That's not how we refer to our bots.
Sure.
Dude, that's amazing. Zem the mattress says down with KenBot.
All right, let's not start a war here, folks.
I mean, if you want to start a war, I'm not going to stop.
I mean,
you.
but honestly, fuck KenBot for real though.
DCTV bot, FTW. Hey man,
all right, so there we go. Twitter.com/DCTVbot. DCTVbot. T2T2 writes, go watch Drunk Kids Gaming at twitch.tv/drunkkidsgaming. Maybe on Saturdays, you'll see some sort of trivia game show. And I guess that might be a T2T2 production.
It is.
Yes.
You know the technology that we used for the movie draft? T2T2 does that almost every week for their whole game show. It's really great to see, and they have a fun time trying to put on a game show.
Dude, Curly does a fantastic job with Drunk Kids Gaming, and I want so much to play, and I never have time because I'm a drunk adult gaming.
I want to do drunk science.
What would drunk science look like?
I don't know. I've thought it would be really fun to do science experiments while drinking.
So what?
Just see
No,
what
I just think,
happens.
what's it called? Like, Kiki, the only answer to that is, I don't know, you're looking at it.
You're looking at it. That's right. Okay, sorry. I lost that opportunity.
Fair enough.
Fine. There's always another time to make a drunken comeback.
Fair enough.
California Carl writes, some of you might be asking, where is Jessica Hyde? The answer is clear. She's signing the Buy Santa a Beard petition over at bit.ly/beard sign. If you don't join the tens of people who are annoying jury into buying Santa a beard, you never know, something might happen. But probably not. So
There's 43 supporters of the 100. This is a campaign that has literally been going on all of 2015. And we are finally to only 43 people who want Justin to buy a beard. That's amazing.
I'm not even gonna explain this. Just read the stupid thing that Carl put up. Listen, if this gets over 100 supporters, I'll buy Santa a beard immediately.
I mean, you say that, but I guess I believe you. Question
I mean,
mark?
we'll see. I don't know. It depends. Maybe people don't want Santa to have a beard.
I don't know. I want Santa to have a beard, but should the government buy him a beard? I went to lunch with Ed Asner. Here's what he had to say.
Santa's not even real.
Well, that's what he says, but our government wants us to believe that Santa's real. NORAD tracks Santa every Christmas. There's even a website.
I love the idea that he never even stops to ask a question. It's just the one-liners, and he's never in the room with them.
Oh my God.
All right, well here we go. Kiki has ensnared her 4-year-old child, which we now learn exclusively on Night Attack is greater than 3.
Yeah. By the way, if you need to run, Dr. Kiki, thank you so much for joining us. We're gonna goof around for a little bit longer.
I'm good.
You are good?
That was good night.
Okay.
It's bedtime for him, so he's going to bed.
All right. Well, normally this is the portion of the show that we would take a moment to check in on the winter movie draft, but as we just started it, by the way, how you feeling? How you feeling?
How am I feeling? I feel like I need to answer that on an official questionnaire.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, hi.
Justin.
All right.
It's time for a
what is your
questionnaire.
name?
Bryce Castillo,
What is your favorite movie?
Blade Runner,
Who did you last vote for president?
Barack Obama,
What is 5 times 5?
25.
What is the number that you would list from 1 to 10 of how excited you are?
Honestly, a 9.
What?
Yeah,
Like you feel?
I feel more engaged with just listening to you guys.
Yeah.
I feel more alert for the time of the day. I had kind of a sleepy day, but I'm feeling more alert and awake now, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
Right on.
He sounds perkier.
Yeah.
So wait, what happens? Can you get over 10? If you get over 10, would you say it? Would you be like, no, I'm at 12.
Can I
I'm
up
using
the
all of my
voltage
brain.
here?
I'm like,
Can we go to 11 on this?
Is there an 11? What?
I mean, I have you on. I mean, there's only 2 doses. There's medium and intense, and I have you on intense.
Very weird binary, medium and intense.
Well, I mean, there's also placebo
mild.
setting.
And then there's
vibe.
also like, don't be a pussy, and like, come on, don't be prude. Then there's also
There's also come on,
And-
all the other think users are doing it.
yeah.
Just
And then there's
press
like,
this
hey
button.
man, stop pressuring me. I'm just a man like you. Like that's another setting. And then there's high five question mark.
I like high five question mark.
Then there's like a think and chill, which is its own.
Yeah, there's
development.
think and chill.
That's on the cool pads. Is think and chill.
Okay, so let's real quick do a quick deconstruction for those who did not watch the hour and change live stream of us doing the winter movie draft. We made some changes to the format where. Number 1, Star Wars went first, and that the bidding went past 100. So after it hit 100, we bid down the percentage of the gross that you got, and I ended up taking Star Wars for 75% of the gross, which I gotta tell you, I feel like it's far from a lock. And to be honest, I'm kind of excited that it's kind of a big question mark. But I feel like it's a respectable position, and there's a chance that I could take it if Star Wars outperforms expectations, right?
Well, it depends on where your expectations are. You know, if it is the highest grossing movie of all time by the time and makes all that money by the time that our draft ends, which is unlikely,
Yeah.
but it would make the vast majority of it, then you are looking at around 750 million as a total, and then 75% of that because I'm not good at math.
Well, keep in mind, in the history of the winter draft, the highest winner made $750 million. The lowest winner made $480 million. So I don't feel like I'm going to beat the 750 at this amount, but I do feel like there's a chance I could come in over 500 million, which puts me in striking territory for the win.
Yeah, no, I mean, it really depends on where you think it will come in. You know, that's the big question. And then meanwhile, for everybody else, you're hoping other movies overperform to kind of get you closer and closer to
What's
to
your
that.
what's your stud in this mix?
Yeah, I don't. Well, hold on. Let's see. Diamondclub.tv. So, by the way, the players this year, me, Brian, Tom, Christy, Cates, and Malongo are on different teams as opposed to the powerhouse tag team that they were in the winter draft. And Coverville himself, Brian Ibbett. Brian has a roster, wait for it, Star Wars The Force Awakens, full stop.
Yep.
And then I have Steve Jobs, The 33, which is the Chilean miners movie, Creed, which is the new Rocky Balboa franchise, Krampus, which the less said about the better, Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Road Chip, and
What?
Right Along 2.
Wow, you just got a disgusted bark from Dr. Kiki. It's like, what? What is that?
Again, Kiki, this is not about what we like. This is about what we think will make money.
And especially at the prices
Yeah,
we
at
were able
Christmas,
to get
a children's movie, maybe.
it. There's only
What do you think the likelihood that
But the
you
Peanuts
have
movie, come on.
of seeing Alvin and the Chipmunks, The Road Chip?
Oh, it's too high, actually. My likelihood. It's much too high. I have a
but now-
4.5-year-old, remember?
Are you genuinely excited about the Peanuts movie, or do you feel like that's just the obvious? Is that the Hillary Clinton of movies to see with the kids?
It's probably the Hillary Clinton. It's the Peanuts franchise. It's a classic. Everybody loves Peanuts. So
Yeah. Except for my daughter, she's allergic to peanuts.
I don't know. Who has anyone picked the Hunger Games? Do you have the Hunger Games?
Yeah, Hunger Games went to Christy. She ended up
Okay.
spending
51, I want to say.
wow, dude. No, that was way too much. Because
Yeah.
there's no, well, I don't know actually.
Well, but that's really like you. So the only way that you would have really been in trouble, Brian, is if you got a couple big hitters together. Like if you got
yeah, if somebody had
and
the Hunger Games plus
and
like
Spectre.
if somebody had The Martian, The Good Dinosaur, and The Hunger Games, then yeah, I'm totally screwed. There's no chance. That person's totally going to win.
Yeah.
But we do have, like, Malongo has The Martian and The Good Dinosaur, which means those two together, if The Martian is a surprise big hit, if it pulls in Gravity money, that's $500 million between those two movies alone.
Yeah, I really, I don't know. I'm not super bullish on The Martian. I'm more bullish on The Good Dinosaur because it's Pixar. But even then, Pixar's never released two movies in the same year before.
Oh my God, they did, didn't they? I didn't even think about that.
Wait, what was the other movie?
Freaking the brain movie.
Inside Out.
Inside Out. Oh,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Which did gangbusters, and this has a far simpler concept than Inside Out.
Yeah.
But they've just never done it before. You just don't know. As far as buying a Pixar movie, it might be about as risky as that has ever been in this draft.
Yeah, that's huge. Man, all right. Look, I don't know what to say, but Justin, I feel like we got to wrap things up. It's already been an hour and a half.
Yeah, let's ask one more. Bryce, what's your name?
Bryce Castillo,
What's your favorite movie?
Blade Runner,
What is the last president that you voted for?
Obama,
What's 5 times 5?
25.
What's the sound a dog makes? And what's your excitement level on a scale of 1 through 10?
Settling at like a 9.2.
Wow.
All right.
Absolutely. All right. Well, let's go ahead and thank our guest, Dr. Kiki. Thank you so much for coming back on the show.
Thanks for having me on. I always
Dude.
have such a good time.
You realize
fun.
that was the original magic moment was you were part of the quasi legitimate legal drive from downtown Austin to far west Austin, Texas.
That's right.
Where we christened the new studio space by piling in here. Man, it makes me want to go back and revisit those times. Dude,
So
thank
fun.
you so much for being a friend of the show for so long. And, of course, everybody support This Week in Science. You guys are the freaking best. Twist.org,
Thanks.
TWIS.org. Justin,
Yeah.
we did it. We did it again. We made it back.
First we're gonna rock, then we're gonna roll.
Then we're going to stream, and then we're going to fold because we gave up. And in the meantime...
Gonna give it to you. It's gonna give it to you now.
So in the meantime, holy cow, man. Thank you to Dr. Kiki for joining us. Thank you to Bryce Neshcom Castillo for being a literal human guinea pig.
Yeah. Squeak.
Squeak, squeak.
Oh crap! Hold on.
What?
No. Allie Gertz next week, and stay tuned in the after show for a musical treat.
Oh, shoot. We're going to violate trust. Oh, Allie Gertz, by the way, support Allie Gertz's Rick and Morty concept album. Just look up Rick and Morty, Allie Gertz.
Yeah, don't worry. We're gonna talk a lot about it.
Yeah.
Next week.
Next week. And until then, we'll see you next Tuesday.
I'm allergic to bees. Oh, Justin Robert Young.
Justin, you gotta say the other
Every
part.
time you go.
See you next Tuesday.
No, I said that part. It's the other part.
See you next Tuesday.
No, Justin, that's the part I said. You have to say
See you
the
next Tuesday.
Of Drano.
Night of Fire.
Night Attack TV at gmail.com. Is that right?
Mail at
Night
nightattack.tv.
Attack.
That's right. That's what I said. Mail at nightattack.tv.
Attack.
And of course, Night Attack Show.
Night attack. Night attack. Night attack. I love you.
Diamond Club hopes you have enjoyed this program.